All right, I'm back for our continuing coverage of IEM Dallas 2023 for Dust US. Here I am with NertZ, coming off of a huge win against FaZe to secure a spot in playoffs for ENCE. Now, to start off with you, I wanted to ask you: you guys had a great performance after a relatively poor major. What has happened with the team since then to sort of bring you to these new heights?
Um, I feel like the most important thing that we were injured from the game. I feel like we were lacking in the legend stage, and that's what we are focusing on.
And with that, I think that the team has had a minor shift in roles. It seems like you've become a little bit less of an aggressive player, especially since your time on Endpoint. How has your role as a player changed since those times on Endpoint?
Um, I think like it's changed a bit because I'm starting to understand that I need to be a passive player. When you have like Madden, Snappy, um, Madden, Daicha, they're aggressive player. Someone needs to be the passive player, and yeah, I'm trying to get used to it.
So you're pretty open to doing whatever the team needs you to do, after being called up from Endpoint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, I wanted to ask you too, about the Paris major as well. In the Paris major, we saw Spinks become the first Israeli player to win a major. As a fellow Israeli player, as well, how does that feel for you to, someone from your community has done the biggest achievement in CS:GO?
I mean, I'm really proud of Spinks. Like we have a lot of talents in Israel, and I really want them to shine. And Spinks, yeah, like the best player in Israel, and I'm really happy for him.
Are you gunning to be the best player in Israel though?
I hope so. I hope so in the future, maybe in 2024.
2024 hard commit, CS2, NertZ best in the world. So, with that too, a couple years ago, I talked to Anarchaz, who's a fellow Israeli player, and he said that, back then there was a huge issue in the Israeli scene that there would never be an Israeli super team because of like interpersonal issues and a lack of an IGL. Do you think there's ever the potential for us to see an Israeli super team maybe a couple years out?
I believe yes. I want to believe. I feel like we have most of the stronger individual players in the world. Like not in the world, but one of the best. Um, and I feel like maybe one or two players can be the in-game leaders in the future.
And with so now that you've taken down FaZe, you've locked in playoffs. That's a huge achievement for you, especially as expectations are high because ENCE will be returning to are looking to return to the finals as they did last year. Do you see any teams that could potentially derail your run, or do you guys feel really confident for your run on stage?
Um, I'll be honest, it's my first time that I'm playing against I will play in front of crowd. I'm really up to play against, like in front of them, and like we don't feel like any pressure like from any team. Like you're coming to compete, like that's it.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your event.
Thank you very much.